I do a lot of Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns for real estate agents, and I often use different strategies to get more viewers to act on the ads. And in this video, I want to show you one of the tricks that I use, which involves using a video ad along with a lead form ad to promote property listings and get leads faster, but also help you reach more people. So let's get into that right now. For those of you who are new here, my name is Lowell Brown. I run a digital marketing agency in Toronto called Going Social, and I work with a lot of real estate agents, helping them with their various digital marketing initiatives. That can include social media marketing campaigns, but also Facebook and Instagram and other advertising platforms like Google search ads. I do a lot of that stuff for my clients. But in this video, we're going to talk about Facebook and Instagram advertising advanced campaigns. Now, if you're looking to do Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns for your real estate business, please check out the link in the description here. I have created a Facebook and Instagram advertising mini course, and I show you all of the specific ad campaigns that I set up with the exact settings, the exact audiences, the exact creative that I would recommend you use, which is going to help you get more leads, get more action on those ads for less money, which means you're getting better results. So check that out. It's going to be linked in the description below. But before I share more details about that, I wanted to show you one of my strategies, which is all about using video ads along with other types of ads to get more viewers. So let's jump into screen sharing mode right now and we'll go over that together. So we're here in Ads Manager, and I'm gonna step in after another video I created where I walked through how to create a lead form type ad. So I'm just gonna quickly show you that. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to create a video ad, a video view ad, which we layer on top. So sometimes what I do is I will do more than one ad campaign together, which kind of they help each other out. They kind of boost each other up. I'm just going to quickly show you this campaign. This was, again, a lead form ad type. So this was just a dummy name I created for that campaign. Again, any advertising that you're doing for your real estate business, you have to select the special interest category, which in this case is for housing, of course, and then your country. I'm located in Toronto, so I'm Canada, but if you're in the States, you would select the states there. And then in this case, this is an ad for leads. So we're actually driving leads through a form that's completed on the actual ad. We're not driving people to a website with this ad, and I'll show you how we do that. And again, I rarely use advertising plus budget. Sometimes I test it, but in this case, we're not using that. So we can then jump to, that's the campaign setup. And then in the ad set level, we have our ad set name. Again, we select that we're using instant forms, which is the form in the ad, and I'll show you a preview of that. And make sure you select your Facebook page, and we are looking for maximum number of leads. You can also do maximum number of conversion leads. And we select a budget, and we target the date, and then we target our audience. So in this case, I just did an example where I don't have any other audiences selected here. I'm going with a broad audience, and we're going to do that again with a video ad. And then we're just focusing on an area in the city. And then placements is another thing where I will customize, and we'll do the same thing in the video view ad. So I'm going to quickly just jump through this, but I very, very rarely, if ever, choose audience network. This is an audience off of Facebook, and the placements they don't convert well. So I rarely use it. Again, you can test if you want, and I do recommend you test things, but this I usually leave off because it is just not that effective. And these are some of the other settings on placements I usually just focus on. Now, I have limited details to show you here because we have actually already saved this campaign, but I should be able to show some stuff. So this is a sample of the ad. We have a title at the top, and again, it goes into more detail. Basically, this was a lead form ad to target people to get on a list where they would receive more listings. So if you ever have one of those, we'll send you MLS listings type of a thing. I've seen people do this for special buyer ads. I have had sometimes where we do this for a specific property listing. We're doing this type of an ad where we'll promote a specific MLS listing, and collect leads of people interested in that property. Same type of a thing here, where you have a description at the top, you have a picture, it asks, it will then go to a form if you click learn more, which is not working here. So what would happen in this ad type is that you would see the ad, you would be able to click the learn more. That opens up to an area where you actually see a form on the ad, and you can add customized questions. In this example, we had a couple qualifying questions, and then people can submit their name, their email address, their phone number, and that can all go automatically through to a CRM if you have one set up. That is one of the things that you can do with this type of an ad. So let's just get out of this here. So what I want you to imagine is that we have a lead form ad, and we're using that for an actual MLS listing. We're promoting a property. We want to collect leads of people who are interested in that property. And what we're going to do now is we're going to create a video view ad, and we're going to use a drone video from that same property. And basically what happens is we're building up an audience of in a number of ways. One way is that people will either see that lead form ad or they're going to see the video view ad. You're not guaranteed when you create ads that the same people are going to see both of these ads, and you're not going to guarantee that they're not going to see those ads. So what this sometimes does is the algorithm will sometimes only feed certain types of ads to certain audiences because they know they're more likely to act on that type of an actual ad. So by creating a video view ad and also creating a lead form ad, which is a could be a traffic ad as well, you're kind of ganging up and helping the algorithms out. The other thing is that if someone has watched one of those ads or taken an action on one of those ads, it is also sometimes more likely that they're going to see the other ad. So we're first going to kind of try to introduce them with either that lead form ad or the video view ad, and hope that by people getting more impressions on the same stuff, it's like, you know, the mentality of shopping. Okay. Majority of the time it takes a consumer a number of times of being promoted by a specific product or brand before they make that purchase. So think of that in the same way, where we want to touch somebody with our ads more than one time. We want them to get impressions of it in a different way more than one time. And that way they are more likely to take an action. So let's go in and we'll create the ad campaign. Now, when you get to this screen, you'll see that there's a number of options. And really the two we want to focus on here are traffic or engagement. So the reason why traffic is a good option is because that type of an ad will include a link, and the goal of it is really to get people to go to a website. So you could use that video ad and drive people to the landing page you've got for that property listing. Now, the other option is that engagement style ad, where the goal of this is to get people to engage with that ad, whether it's to watch the video or to leave a comment. Now, I try a combination of these. Sometimes I will try traffic, sometimes I will try video views. The other benefit with this is I created another video talking about audiences and setting up different audience groups that you can use to target for future campaigns. If you haven't seen that video, check out the link above here and you can get a chance to watch that on how I create different audiences. And in that video, I talked about creating audiences of people who have visited my website, of people who have watched certain videos. So when you create these other type of video view campaigns, you're building those audience groups as well. Whether you're building an audience of people who go to your website or an audience of people who engage with those ads, this option of those will help that as well. So let's jump back to creating the video ad. In this example, let's choose engagement. We're going to go after video views here. Okay. So again, you could do traffic, you could do video engagement. The setup process of the ads is going to be the exact same. This is really just determining two things. Number one, testing one or the other out to see what works better, but also this can help you build up those audiences, and it is also just a slightly different way that the algorithm works in terms of who is going to see potentially your ad. That's really the only difference that we're going with in terms of selecting this. So again, we're just going to name our campaign. So I'll say 123 Forest Lane video, just so we know it's a video ad. We are going to select that we are in a housing special interest category. You don't want to get your ad account shut down. You don't want to get your ads blocked. It just is less headaches, less problems. So always go with special interest category. And again, make sure the country that you set is appropriate. These other settings, you don't need to worry about them. Just leave everything as is. We go to the campaign setup. We'll just, again, 123 Forest Lane. Now, sometimes I will, I might create an ad only for Facebook or only for Instagram. So we'll just do FB Insta so I know that it's on both. And then conversions. Where do we want things to happen? So we want them to happen on a website. So we're going to select that. We want people to actually go from the ad to the website. So you've got a couple options here. Do we want conversions? Do we want landing page views? Do we want link clicks? In this example, I'm just going to go with link clicks because we want people to click on the link. You can adjust your budget here. Let's just say we're going to go with $10 a day. I mean, you could even go $5 a day. With a video view ad, it's not going to cost you a lot. The actual cost for a video impression could be anywhere from 2 cents to I've seen it up to 10 cents, but it's usually when you're dealing with real estate video ads, and depending on the location you're in and the competition, I'm usually getting around anywhere from 5 to 10 cents. Sometimes I am getting 2 to 3 cents for a video view. So you can select that. And then I always just choose an end date. For this example, we'll just say it's a month. And then in the targeting, again, I'm not going to use, I want this to be broad. So we don't want to go all of Canada. We're specifically going to focus on a specific area in a city. So we're going with Toronto. And then I'm going to just push it out to, let's say 32 miles. So we're going with a bigger area. So this way I'm targeting a bigger, wider audience, which is fine for real estate ads because you never know where you're going to get people from. Because we selected special interest, we can't adjust these things. And now here's the other trick. I did mention that placements, Facebook will try to get you to do automatic placements, which means that they're controlling where your ad will go. I do not like to do that. So commonly I will do manual placements because I want control. And one of the main reasons is because I don't want audience network. Audience network is targeting people off the platform, off Facebook and Instagram. Commonly, these are either in other websites that are partners of Facebook, of Meta, or they're in applications and ads and apps. And we want to focus on people that are actually on the platform looking at things. Sometimes I will select to not include Messenger in here. For this example, I'm going to just leave that because we don't know exactly where people would be. This type of video is also I'm going to show you, it's a wide video. So when I'm doing these types of ads, I may segregate stories and reels separately and adjust a video that's to the right proportion for those types of ads. In this case, we'll just leave this for this example to keep it nice and easy for you. We're going to keep it like this. We're going to go next. So now when we're into the process of setting up the actual ads, I will usually do more than one ad. Sometimes I only do one. If I don't need a variation of things, but if you want to do a couple variations, try a couple different ads, then you could do 2 or 3. You don't need to do as many variations as you would with other ad types because this is just a video. So it's very easy for someone to actually take an action. And then you come down here to select your actual media. We're going to select a video. It's going to open a pop-up. It's going to ask you to select the video. And in this case, I'm going to upload one. So I'm going to use a sample video from one of my clients. You'll see that it shows you as it's uploading. And we can select that video. When it's done uploading, this should go away, but it may not. We click next to select the video. If you want, it gives you the option to trim the video. We're not going to do that. And again, this is why I mentioned that depending on the placement, I might do something else. So if I was going with, first of all, this is a longer video. It's almost 2 minutes, right? So in the feed, this is fine to have it look like this, but when you're dealing with stories and reels, first of all, the whole 2-minute video, this is over 2 minutes, is not going to show for a story reel. So usually I will set up a completely separate campaign, not just an ad, but sometimes different ad set where it's only focusing on the placement. And again, I want to control the placement. So I would set up a different ad set targeting only stories and reels, and I would use video creative that's tall. So in this case, we're just in this example, we're going to proceed like this. And then there are other enhancements that you can allow Facebook to do if you want to. There are usually things that will change the aspect ratio. And then there's also adjustments it can make in terms of animating or adjusting some things on the video. I commonly actually turn this off. I'm just showing you this as an example. So here, this will give you a preview. This is what I'm talking about. With a taller landscape, we're not taking the full space of this area. And that's why it's better to adjust or create a video, even if it's shorter, that's only showing that placement. So again, I don't always use this in this way. Click done here. And again, if I wanted to, I could turn these options off. It's just got them on right now, but I could turn it off and click save. So that's how you go in and adjust that if you do want to. And then the other things that we need are text, and we need a headline. So for this, I'm just going to say, sometimes I will do more than one heading to allow the algorithm to choose which headline is more effective. So you can see that one has a kind of more catchy headline than the other. And then we'll see. So I'm just taking some text that we had on an MLS listing here. Now, what I might do sometimes is I will open up with, an opening that's going to catch someone's attention. And then I'll use the rest of the MLS listing. As another example, I will also show you why I do. Sometimes I will do a second ad, same video creative, same titles. I might just change this to be shorter just to test. Do people like longer copy or shorter copy? So we go down here, we put the website. So if I was going to copy the URL for one of my clients, and then we got to also always make sure that your website events, the pixel, is selected. You want to be able to track things for your ad. You can also add UTM parameters if you wanted to get into more detail with Google Analytics to track the sources of traffic to your website. If you wanted to know, how many people are coming to this landing page for this listing based on my Facebook ad, based on my Instagram ad, or based on Google search ads, you can use things like UTM parameters to be able to track that, be able to know. It kind of identifies that the traffic source for certain amounts of your traffic to your website is from that. So I do, with a lot of clients, I do use UTM parameters. In this video, I'm not going to cover how to set that up and how those all work, but I do have other videos on my channel. So definitely check out the links below in the description if you're interested in learning more about UTM and setting that up for ads. So this is basically it. This is all you have to do. And I will just duplicate this quickly to show you another ad that we'll go into. And again, we'll name this ad 2. And we're going to keep the same video. We're going to keep the same, this is what we're going to test or shorten up. So what I might do is I might just, create it a little bit smaller. And I'll just adjust things that way. The headlines can stay the same. And the other thing that I skipped over before was the call to action. Now, I commonly use learn more, but you do have other options. So you can, if something applies here, watch more. It is a video. They're already watching it. So it's not like we're teasing a video. We don't want them to subscribe. We're not going to get them to apply or book now or buy tickets. Contact us. Maybe sometimes I use that. Download, get offer, get quote. These are all don't don't apply. So I commonly use learn more. Sometimes I will use contact us on ads like this. And again, the rest of it is all the same, but sometimes when you duplicate an ad, it may not have these things checked off. So just always go through and check that everything is set up. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So now when you get out, you'll go back to this screen if you didn't select that, and you might see review and publish up here. You want to always check that, click that button. It'll show you what needs to be uploaded. This is where once you're done everything, Facebook will actually double check. So you can see that this was an older ad. It's got an error because the date when I created it for a previous video, which again, you can watch, the links are in the description, but it will tell you if you have an error on anything, or it'll just tell you, hey, you've got these ad campaigns that haven't yet been launched. They haven't been loaded to Facebook. Do you want to load them? So you would check it off, and then this button would be, I see if I undo that, then I can publish, and I would click that. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to publish these, but that's just to show you. So again, in this example, we created 2 ad campaigns. We had one which is a video view. So we're basically creating this campaign so that people can watch the drone video that we created about this property listing. We're promoting the listing. We're promoting awareness about the listing. We want people to see this. If they're interested, they can still click learn more. That'll take them to the website for the landing page of that listing. But what we also had in this campaign group was another ad that is a lead form ad promoting the exact same listing, but it also has a form within the ad that people can submit their name, their phone number, their email address. We could ask them additional questions if we wanted to. In this case, with that example, we were basically asking, are they looking to buy now, or are they just kind of browsing? Maybe they're looking down the road. And that was something that my client was interested in knowing, what common question that he asks people. So the reason why we do this type of thing is because we're doubling up. We're basically allowing the algorithm, with just spending a little bit more. We've got one campaign with a lead form. We're spending, maybe $5 a day for the video views. You can do, I've done it where it's $1 a day. So you don't have to spend a ton, but we're basically doubling up. So we've got 2 different ad campaigns targeting similar audiences. You could customize if you wanted to, but this way we're warming an audience up better, and we're getting a better chance of them to see the listing, to learn about the listing. And because they interact with one ad campaign, they're more likely to see an ad again on a different type. We're also building up those audience groups that we had created in another video. And this is one of those strategies that you can take to increase your chances of getting action on these ads. So I hope this was informative for you on one of the strategies I take for my clients to use both a lead form ad and a video ad to promote property listings. And again, if you're looking for more details, if you want to see more examples of videos that I've created showing you exactly how to set up Instagram and Facebook ads for real estate. Like I mentioned in this video, one of the other things that I do is creating specialized ad campaigns for stories or reels, and those are completely different. So, things like that, and going through the walkthrough of how I create different types of lead form ads and the specific settings, the specific targeting that I do, and the strategies I use for both calls to action on the ad copy, headlines, which buttons to choose, setting up things like UTM parameters. I have a course that I've created specialized for real estate agents so that you can learn the best strategies that work, so that you're not wasting time showing your ad in the wrong placements, you're not overspending on ads. Check out the link in the description of this video. You can register for that course, and you can learn all the tactics that I take and use for my clients to get them the best results possible. Check that out today. Don't miss your chance to get better results from your Facebook and Instagram ads. Once again, my name is Lowell Brown from Going Social, where we take the complicated out of social media and digital marketing, make things a little more simple and easy for you. If you're interested in some more videos, stay tuned. I've got some coming up that you can watch right now.